During her attendance at the Invictus Games in The Hague, Netherlands, this week alongside her husband, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle found herself in a potentially embarrassing situation, as a video has surfaced online that shows the Duchess of Sussex apparently smoking cigarettes during the event. The Invictus Games was founded by Prince Harry in 2014 as a way for wounded, injured, or sick armed services personnel and their veterans to compete in a wide range of sports. The 5th edition kicked off on April 16 and wound up on April 22. It was intended for Harry and Meghan to highlight the work of the foundation and its athletes over the 3 days that included engagements and the competitions. And there are plenty of photos of the couple chatting and posing with participants. However, it was after the day of competition was over and everyone had left that things took an awkward turn. As it was, Meghan was spotted on one of the private patios on the venue's grounds with a small group straying from their group and, well, smoking. That short video clip has been viewed by millions, and people have been talking about it since it was uploaded over the weekend. She lifts a cigarette to her lips, inhales, and then releases the smoke. Her face is unmistakable in the footage. At first glance, this might not appear particularly remarkable. Numerous celebrities and well-known individuals have been captured on camera with cigarettes. Yet, there are several key factors in this scenario that have sparked a significant online response. Firstly, Meghan has ascended to a prominent position within the British royal family through her marriage to Prince Harry. For the royals, maintaining a certain image and adhering to proper etiquette is paramount, and smoking starkly contrasts the public persona they typically present. Furthermore, Meghan has publicly criticized smoking in the past, even addressing the health risks associated with tobacco on her now-defunct lifestyle blog, The TIG, advocating against the practice. Therefore, seeing her engaging in smoking contradicts her previous public condemnations. Moreover, in an era where smartphones with cameras are ubiquitous, public figures are acutely aware that their actions in public spaces are always subject to scrutiny. As the video began to circulate and attract attention on platforms like Twitter and Reddit over the weekend, the flood of reactions swiftly followed. A few tried to defend Meghan's right to smoke as she saw fit. It appeared she had more critics who had no sympathy for the fact that a former smoker might relapse, it's a common part of the struggle to quit, and who felt she should have been immensely cautious about something extremely public like the Invictus Games. This was a close to guaranteed zero-secret spy event. Photography and videography were almost certain. Royal commentators thought it was nearly the height of carelessness and a great example of how a senior member of the royal family is always expected to keep up appearances. They discussed what this might do to the organizations and charities Meghan and Harry represent, especially if the ones affiliated or supported by these groups got an eyeful of the spectacle. No anti-smoking health organizations stepped to the plate. That would be fairly hard to do without directly condemning royal behavior, and that's no more acceptable across the pond than it is here. Meanwhile, veterans' rights advocates saw it as a telling slip that Meghan didn't understand the day-to-day of military life, including how many vets are fighting very literally for their lives thanks to the long-term consequences of tobacco use. In many ways this was a quiet but damning condemnation of double standards. Had William and Kate pulled this stunt decades ago, it is unlikely the fallout would have been this monumental. Meghan's celebrity and prior public statements made it difficult to avoid accusations of hypocrisy, with critics alleging she either didn't understand or simply didn't respect her charge in representing the royal family's image. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, however, addressed the matter through a spokesperson on Monday as the video racked up millions of views on social platforms, confirming that Meghan was indeed the woman smoking in the video and offering no further comments or explanations. The representatives did ask for privacy for the family during their holiday, a request that only fueled the ire of Meghan's detractors, who argued that as senior royals funded by the public, she and Harry don't have the luxury of deciding when to seek privacy over public visibility. Online discussions also ensued following the video, with some pointing to several old photographs showing Meghan smoking in her pre-royal acting days in Toronto to argue that her holiday behavior was nothing new for her. This group, however, insisted that that behavior doesn't suit a member of the royal family. Conversations also turned to some past photos that appear to depict Prince Harry smoking at the Invictus Games, during which one of Meghan's vocal supporters noted that there didn't seem to be any public concern over whether the prince could kill an entire crop in an afternoon. The incident was cagily reported by an Australian news site while alleging that Meghan's admirers were outraged and noting the internet's penchant for speculation.